Men, your sons need to hear you tell them their value. As Jacob told Joseph his value, as Jacob went out his way to make sure that Joseph understood his value, as Jacob went out of his way to make sure that Joseph saw his value, making him a coat of many colors, constantly reminding him of his purpose, his potential, his providence, his promise, and then being reinforced by Yud-Heh-Vav-Heh in the way of dreams and visions, showing him in a position of power, showing him in a position, showing him with providence, showing him with purpose, showing him to have promise, to show him with potential, reinforced by Yud-Heh-Vav-Heh himself, reinforced by his father, constantly being reminded that he was a person of value. I could imagine that Joseph, while he was sitting at the bottom of the well after his brothers betrayed him and threw him into the bottom of a pit, I can imagine Joseph in that darkness saying to himself, red, green, blue, purple, green, red, blue, purple, green, and reminded himself of the pattern that his father laid out inside of that coat of many colors. The colors to remind him of the value, the colors to remind him of his purpose, his potential, and his providence. The purpose and the potential and the providence established in him so strong, so mightily, so huge, made such a great magnitude in his life that he valued his purpose, his potential, his providence, that he didn't take it for granted, that no matter what adversity came, he endured. Just imagine if you value your inheritance, if you value what Father is trying to do in your life, if you would just value the things that is greater in you, that Father's trying to draw out of you, if you value those things, what adversities would you be able to endure? Esau did not value in his inheritance. And so at the chance of just having a morsel of meat, he sold out his inheritance. But Joseph, on the other hand, here he went through adversity after adversity, thrown into a pit, sold into slavery, cheated and schemed and plotted against. Here Joseph had the opportunity to hook up with one of the advisors, the closest advisors to the king's wife, but yet he remembered his purpose, his potential, his providence. He remembered the promise. He remembered the dreams that Father has given you. Have you forgotten the dreams that Father has given you? Have you forgotten the purpose, the potential, the providence in your life? Have you forgotten the assignment that's going to set you apart? Have you forgotten that one thing that only you can do, that no one else can do, that only you can accomplish? Have you forgotten that there's a reason why you're going through the adversity? Because Hasatan wants to shake you up. Hasatan wants you to forget that there's a destiny within inside you. But Joseph remembered his destiny. He continued on. He pushed on. He strived on. It's into the points where he's in jail. So you done ran from an opportunity to commit adultery. You done ran from that. And now you're in jail. You're in bondage for no reason. But yet Father still has a purpose, potential, and plan for your life. It didn't look like there was any purpose. It didn't look like there was any plan. It just looked like a life full of adversity. But yet there was a purpose, there was a plan, and there was a potential. And he sat there in jail saying to himself, red, blue, green, purple, yellow, red, blue, green, purple, yellow. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. There's a white speck in there too. Remembering the value of his promise. Peter said, don't think that Father is slack about his promise. Don't think that Father has forgotten what he planned to do in your life. Remember, in this season of remembrance, let me remind you to remember the promise. Men, tell your children, tell your son how much value they have. Make their value so huge. Remind them of their destiny. Tell them of their destiny. Speak destiny into their life. Don't just tell them everything they're doing wrong and a bunch of laws and principles. Tell them the greater thing. Tell them the greatness that they're supposed to be. Put the demand on their soul to greatness so that when adversity comes in their life and they have to fight, the gangbanger, when they have to choose between the gangbanger and the whores and the drugs and the police brutality, that they'll remember their value, that they're better than this. There's a purpose. There's a plan for my life. My father has told me I'm better than this. My father has told me there's more that I have to do. My father has already established in me a strong word, a strong promise. And it's been confirmed by Yud-Heh-Vav-Heh. I know that I'm better than this. I will not stay on these drugs. I will not even attempt to even participate in drugs. It's not even part of my character. I don't even like sexual morality. It's contrary to my purpose, my potential, and my providence. Men, speak value into your children's life. It's so much easier to tear them down. It's so much easier to criticize them and give them carnal wisdom. But when you really want to see a change in your child's life, make their value big like Jacob. Men, speak value into their lives like Jacob spoke value into Joseph's life.
Shalom, I'm Yara.
And this is Talia. See, that wasn't that bad. You got through the video.
Glad you even looked at the video. Please like and subscribe.
Absolutely. Thanks for watching.
Shalom.